All right, welcome back. Real treat for me. Got Cory Tapia in the studio from Experience Eldorado, man.
How you doing
this morning?
Good,
I'm doing
good,
well.
good.
So you guys got the show going on, Experience Eldorado.
Yeah.
An incredible show.
Yeah.
So
Have you watched it, or you just?
Dude, come on now.
You like it?
I watched it. No, man, I
It's
watch
all
it all the time. You guys go everywhere around Eldorado County.
It's awesome.
And not just specifically Eldorado County, just the surrounding areas.
Correct.
And you just go and explore and find out, what's important for us. And, it's huge for the community and the economy.
Absolutely.
And maybe why don't you explain kind of.
And that's exactly what it is. I mean, what we're trying to do is bring to light some assets that we have right here in our own backyard. And as we mentioned before, the biggest response we get from the viewers is, I had no idea. Or I have heard of that, and I've always wanted to go out there, but I never did. And we're hoping through the show, Todd's goal is to have people get up off the couch and say, wow, I've heard of geocaching, but I didn't realize, geocaching out in the woods ties into the family going out and having a picnic and just doing the whole treasure hunt thing. So everything we do on the show is not what you would typically find on a Visit California brochure. It just goes a little bit deeper. We're excited. We're blessed. I mean, the timing couldn't be better with the economy. People just can't pick up and take off to the Caribbean or to Europe or Hawaii, and we're allowing people opportunities to take a 1-hour drive vacation or hour and a half or even 15 minutes. I mean, it's amazing how many people, when we did the 4-day Rubicon Trail trip, how many people they're like, wow, I live 5, 10, 15 minutes from Loon Lake. I had no idea that this is where it started, this is where it ended. So it's really about those sustainable assets that have been around for a long time. They've been around for a long time just through word of mouth.
Oh, yeah.
We just want to take it another level because we feel right now that people are focusing on staycations. Where can I take my family for a day, or where can I take my family for a weekend? And that's really our goal and our focus and our message, that we are a new kind of California. It's not just surf and sand.
Exactly.
Everybody thinks surf and sand California, but gosh, think about our next episode, John, is about the gold rush. And oh my goodness, I mean, I had no idea that the gold rush was the largest human migration in history, and that gold rush impacted the entire world. I mean, you had people coming from Europe and all over, really, China, not to go dig for gold, but to provide services for those people looking for gold. And the very interesting fact that we found out, and this is the last one I'll tell, so you have to watch a show to learn the rest.
Can't give them it all.
Brandy's going to have to watch a show for the first time. So if you could just watch the show, I'd appreciate it. But 2 eggs and 2 strips of bacon in San Francisco in 1849 was 25 cents. Okay? That same 2 eggs and 2 strips of bacon was $3 in Coloma.
My goodness.
Now it's reversed, right? Now now it's cheap in Placerville or Coloma, and it's expensive in San Francisco. But back then, it was the exact opposite, just because there was so much gold coming up from the hills.
$3.
So it's $3.
That's
right?
crazy. And one of the things I like about you guys, and we were just talking about this during the break, you guys are just a bunch of dudes from Roseville.
Oh, yeah.
You're friends from Roseville.
Yeah.
So you've lived here all your life, You guys got executive producer, Emmy Award-winning Todd Stanley from Deadliest Catch.
Unbelievable.
Roseville, hometown guy.
Yeah.
And you guys are just going out and you're exploring what you've known your whole lives.
I'll tell you, John, this started as a fireside chat almost 2 years ago. Literally, Todd, travels the world. It's not just the Deadliest Catch that he's done. He's been all over the world filming with his brother. And every time he went, around the world, people would always talk about the American River and the Gold Rush and Tahoe. And Todd started thinking, wow, so everybody from around the world wants to visit where I live. So there's obviously an interest in Eldorado, in that Northern California. So literally 2 years ago, it was a fireside chat, and it was a bunch of dudes that said, yeah, you know what? Let's give this thing a shot. Let's see if we can get a fat guy out in a raft and push him out. So it's worked out. It's
as you're seeing on the camera.
As I see on the show there. Yeah, that's huge fears. I'll tell you this, John. When you do watch the show at some point, which would excite me because I'd love to have you be a regular viewer, but. Complete fear of river rafting. That kid was funny. Complete fear of river rafting. I've always had this fear of the river, And I knew Todd's a huge river rafting canoe guy, kayaking guy. And so I knew at some point he was going to tell me to get out on the river. And I was crossing my fingers in hopes that we never did that this season. But literally, at one of the last couple weeks of the season, he goes, "Hey, we need to get you out on the raft." And of course, I got thrown out, and all the things I didn't want to happen happened. And
you know you're going to be doing
things
you've never done before.
Getting out of your element and really showing people, you know, what this area can do for you as far as vacation, sustainability.
You're right.
And, you know, economically. So a big shout out to what you guys are doing.
Thank you.
Another great thing, the music. You guys don't outsource anything. You know, everything stays here. And you got talented Scott Rodell with us.
Yes.
And so scoring all the music for all the shows.
Bro, I mean, you watch a movie or a television series, and the music will set the mood more than you could ever imagine. And so we knew that the music element was very, very important. So when we started filming, we had to make that decision of, do we just go buy music online? You know, do we just use mainstream music? Because Deadliest Catch uses, you know, Bon Jovi, you know, so.
Dead or alive.
Right?
Yeah, right.
Wow. So I think my ears are bleeding.
Sorry.
No, but we made the decision to use a couple of local relationships that we had with Scott and his partner Kelly. And one thing led to another, and all of a sudden we deliver this 30-minute show, and we go, man, this is great. And then Scott comes in and adds music to it, and bro, it just takes it to another level, because he's taking, instead of us finding music to fit the scene, he's creating the music.
And that's key.
Bro, it's huge. I can't tell you how many people will email in and contact us and say, you know, where'd you get that music? Where's that music from? Because he's done everything from, man, bluegrass to dramatic to, I mean, you know, when I'm doing a belly flop.
We did a Rocky spoof.
A Rocky spoof when I'm getting ready to do a wheelbarrow race.
Yeah.
So you just,
without further ado, you want to play a little music for us?
Yeah, I'll play this little piece. It ended up being used in a commercial. It's an original. And this was used as kind of one of the commercial plugs for the Rubicon, I think. So.
You want to play Spoons or something?
Beauty may be all around, flowers blazing glory, smile into your face, a smile they bring you, but it's not the way you're feeling inside. Beneath the veil, all things define. Beneath the veil, all things define. Inside the greenhouse, there's protection from all the elements outside. Somewhere you lost your connection in the misty hues of artificial light. Yeah, beneath the veil, all things to find. 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 Woo-hoo, beneath the veil. Woo-hoo, beneath the veil. Woo-hoo, beneath the veil.
I want to throw my panties on the stage.